U17 Under-18 Championships at the Moi Sports Centre, Kasarani. Many are asking who will inherit the baton from the likes of Vivian Cheriot and David Rudisha. Here's a list of track legends who rose through the ranks from such championships. 15-time Kenya Premier League champions Gor Mahia today unveiled their new coach Dylan Kerr, who takes over from Jose Marcelo Ferreira. The Englishman previously coached Chesterfield Under-18, and he has also worked with the Vietnamese national team, Mpumalanga Black Aces in South Africa, and has also worked in Tanzania with Simba FC. The Englishman says that he is up to the challenge of delivering for Gor Mahia.
Experience in coaching in Africa. Outside Africa, he is also coached in Vietnam and was coach of the Vietnamese national team. He's been with the national team in Vietnam. So he's somebody I would say has been exposed both to Asian and African football. He has worked extensively. He is here with us and will be in charge of our match, Everton match, on Thursday in Dar es Salaam in Tanzania. And you remember he's no...
I'm here as long as I want to be here, and as long as the chairman and Gor Mahia fans want me to be here. As he already explained, I didn't want to leave Chesterfield in the manner of being a professional, which is what I am. I'm very professional. I'm very honoured and proud to have had a great career, and I've had a very, very successful coaching career in Africa, in Asia, and I did it even in Tanzania. I want to come here and educate and be educated by African people and give my experience and give my knowledge to my assistant, which is a former player here, to anybody that's involved with the club, any youth players, any youth coaches, any coaches that are interested in becoming. My long-term goal is to be successful for Gor Mahia and for this chairman and the people associated with Gor Mahia, because they've given me a massive challenge, a massive chance in football. As I said before, once I found out that they were interested in me, there was no doubts, that there was no question of where I wanted to be, because I know how big this club is and I know how big.
The Kenya All-Star team that will travel to Spain to take on Spanish clubs on a 10-day tour was unveiled today by head coach Stanley Okumbi. Okumbi said he was given a list of 400 players to come up with 20 who will make the trip to the home of La Liga. Representatives from La Liga said the team will face Segunda Division side Cordoba in her first match before battling Sevilla Atletico in her second match. The outgoing KPL chairman Ambrose Rachier revealed that the trip to Spain will not be all about the two friendly matches, but also a chance for football managers in the country to get vital lessons in management.
We are confident that these games will give exposure to the Kenyan players, because the games will be broadcasted on free-to-air television channels in Kenya, and it will also give them a chance to come against quality opposition, which will most likely help them in their development, playing for their clubs and the national team. We're also glad that a Kenyan team is coming over to Spain. This will give our teams an opportunity to test themselves against opponents from East Africa, which will be a first.
We will be doing this for in a few years' time. We'll hope a few years' time, a lot of you guys, starting from kids, and most probably we could get more African players from Kenya, from wherever in Africa, to be playing in Spain, to have more opportunities to play in the world of football, which is really, the competition is very, 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 very high.
All right, we've come to the close of our news bulletin this evening, but let's remind you of our big question tonight. We asked you whether the executive is justified in criticizing the recent rulings made by the judiciary. On Twitter, here's the poll results. 71% of you say no. 29% of you say yes. Joseph Waithera says yes. They aren't being neutral. I think you're from Nyahururu. Steve Dwyer says respect the judiciary now as you did the same in 2013 period. Isaac Chome Mwamuye says the ruling was against IBC. Why is Jubilee Party aggrieved? Last time I checked, IBC was not Jubilee Party. Those are your views tonight. Remember, you want to track that, please go to our Twitter handles for more on that. You're watching Kivumbi 2017. Remember, we speak to the pundits. We've spoken to the people. And up next is time for the politicians, or at least their representatives tonight. Joe Ageo, in just a few minutes from now, will be hosting two guests, as we continue with the conversation on corruption and whether this will be an election issue. David Morade and Norman Magaya, as you can see, they're getting ready, will be going head-to-head with Joe Ageo in just a moment on Kivumbi 2017. So please do stay tuned. We've got lots more coming up. Thanks. That's all from me tonight. Good night. I'm Yvonne Okwara Matole.